Hey yogis, I'm Nicole. Thanks for joining me today. Welcome back to my yoga time. I have another Viniyoga flow inspired class for you, and it's been quite a while since I've uploaded a Vini class. These are certainly one of my favorite types of classes. So the beautiful part about Vini yoga is that we adapt the yoga to fit the body. We're not trying to fit the body to look a certain way or fit into a certain shape. So there'll be lots of cues throughout the practice, and I want you to make sure you are as comfortable as you can be. You will need 2 blocks for this practice, and there will be times throughout the class when I encourage you to engage Mula Bandha. Now there's a lot to unpack with Mula Bandha, which we won't do in this particular class. It really deserves its own tutorial. If Mula Bandha is a new term for you, this is an internal upward lift that we're engaging at our base. So a bandha means a lock, and on a physical level, we're engaging the opposite muscles around a joint or around a particular area of the body. So Mula Bandha is at our base. The ladies will gently lift through the pelvic floor, the gents the perineum muscle. And if you're not quite sure what I mean, in the very beginning stages, it will feel as though you're trying to stop the flow of urination. Ladies, if you are in your first few days of menstruation, feel free to skip that. So it's really important to engage this bandha in really deep core work, or even off the mat. If you're about to lift something heavy, it's really helpful to engage there, as we have fascial connection between those base muscles and our lower back. So it's a great way to support the body. So when you're ready, let's begin with your 2 blocks at the top of the mat, and we'll come to stand. So just having those blocks there ready, you may or may not need them, and of course you might adjust the height as you begin to move through the flow. So beginning with our feet hip width apart, take them a little bit wider if you're tired or tender through the back or the hips. And practicing Ujjayi breath for this class. So I'll encourage you to gently place the very tip of your tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Keep the jaw relaxed. You'll feel a little space between the top and bottom teeth, but we want to tone through the back of the throat. So if you're not quite sure what I mean there, you can take a couple of exhalations through the mouth, making a ha sound. And as you do, you'll feel those muscles engage through the back of the throat, a little tightening there. That's what we want to maintain throughout our class. But if Ujjayi breath is a new concept for you, don't worry about it today, just move with your breath. When you're ready, tongue in position, jaw is relaxed. On the inhalation, the arms will flow up. On the exhalation, bend the knees and fold forward. Now you're going to sweep those arms behind you. Fingertips will reach up to the ceiling. On your next inhalation, come halfway up, bring the arms with you, thumbs pointing to the ceiling, toning your core here. So gently squeeze the heels in towards one another. Option to engage Mula Bandha. Then let's exhale and fold. Blocks are there if you need, next to the feet. Inhaling to come all the way up, arms coming up in front. And then exhale, let's fold again. Chin tucking in, knees bending. If you can, belly to meet the thighs. Let the head hang, fingers point to the ceiling. Half lift inhalation, engage your core. Forward fold. Coming all the way up. And 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Well done. Take the blocks to the highest height if they're not already, and come all the way up. Great work, yogis. We'll take those hands to the heart center. Transfer the weight into your right foot as you lift the left knee. Step it back for warrior 1. Now, traditionally, this posture is taught with heel to heel alignment. Today, I want you to take the feet wider, about hip width apart, or if you've got concerns or tight hips, even take the feet as wide as the mat. Any discomfort in your back, knee, heel, or ankle, pick up the heel instead and make it a high lunge. Otherwise, your back foot's on a 45-degree angle, front toes pointing to the front. When you're ready, we'll straighten that right leg. Arms will come up on the inhalation. As you exhale, bend the right knee, tilt the body forward, reach the palms back. Tuck in your chin. Inhale to come up, keep a bend in the right knee, just reach the fingers up. And then as you exhale, fold forward, finding your blocks. Inhale to come up, keep the legs straight. Exhale, bend the knee, tilt the body forward. Tuck in the chin, reach the fingers back. Inhale, torso comes up. Exhale, forward fold. So throughout this entire flow, I want you to gently press the feet away from one another as though you're trying to stretch the mat. Inhale to come up. Exhale. Inhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You might find you can take those blocks a little bit lower as you start to warm. Coming up, let's move through our last round. Well done. Hands to the heart, lift up that back heel and step up to the top of the mat. Let's move to the other side. Right foot lifts, take it back. Find your comfortable distance. And again, remember to press the feet away from one another as though you're stretching the mat. That will support your lower back and your hips, especially through those transitions. Inhalation, arms come up. Exhale, bend the knee, tilt the torso forward, reach the fingers back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. And lower the hands to the heart, pick up the back heel, step up to the top of the mat. From here, we'll move into a wide-legged position. You may or may not need the blocks. Just have them close by in case you do. You might like them on the outside of the ankle, maybe on the inside. So either have the outside edges of the feet parallel to the short side of the mat. Only if there's no discomfort through the arches of the feet, you could slightly pigeon toe those toes, turning them in a little. So same here, I want you to feel as though you're stretching the mat with the feet. Press the feet away from one another for the whole flow. Arms will come out to the side. Here's where we inhale. As we exhale, twist right hand to the left leg or the block. Maybe you can lower down to the ankle. Inhale to come up. Exhale, other side. One more round. Well done. Next inhalation, bring those arms up. And then as we fold forward on the exhalation, grab the blocks if you need them underneath the hands, or if you can, pistol grip your big toes. Elbows will bend out to the side and you'll roll the shoulder blades up towards the hips. Gently engaging the quads, try and draw up the kneecaps. Let the head hang. And if you have the urge here to har out the breath, do so, breathing away any tension along the back side of the body. Well done, yogis. Let's release the grip. We can walk your hands towards your right foot so you transition into a lunge and then step back into your downward facing dog. Let's lower those knees to the mat. So we'll take a little flow here through our cat-cow stretches into our downward dog, one of my favorites, which is in most of my classes. So let's make sure that the hands are under shoulders and maybe your pinky fingers meet the outer edges of the mat. Turn the eyes of the elbows forward. And as we transition into your downward dog, try and press into the pads of the fingers and turn the heels of the palms in a little. Let's curl the toes under. Inhale, drop the belly, find your back bend. Exhale to round the spine and keep the spine rounded as you lift the hips up and back. Hold your downward facing dog for the inhalation. And then exhale, return the knees to the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale to round. Keep moving with your breath. Your cleansing practice should be treated as a self-massage. And let's hold this last downward facing dog. Again, gently press the heels of the palms in ever so slightly towards one another. Slight tuck of the chin and move the neck back a little so your ears are in line with your biceps. Jalandhara Bandha, your chin lock. Gently send your chest towards your thighs. You might even like to press the feet away from one another ever so slightly. Well done. Inhale. As you exhale, come forward into your plank position. Bring those shoulders over the wrists. You can always lower the knees to the mat if you need to, but do follow the alignment cues. Upper back rounds. Body can come forward even more. Heels of the palms squeeze in. Again, we want those elbows to brush the ribs as you come all the way down. From here, we'll flip over into your back. So once on your back, straighten both legs. Inhale the arms above the head. And as you exhale, lower them back down and raise your left leg. Inhale, arms up, lower left leg down. Exhale, arms down, lift the right leg. So we'll continue moving with the breath, alternating those legs. Check the position of your tongue. The softness in your jaw. Last round. Well done. This time as you exhale, bend both knees, lower the arms down. Have those feet about hip width apart. Tuck your tailbone under and start to lift up those hips into your bridge pose. Holding here as you inhale. And then lift up the heels and exhale to lower down one vertebrae at a time. When you meet the mat, press the feet down and away. Tuck the tailbone. Inhale to lift up. Pick up the heels. Exhale to lower down. Feel the collarbones broaden as the shoulders firm down. And let's come up holding at this time. Press down through the feet, tuck the tailbone under, lifting up. Lift the heels and lower down slowly. When you touch down to the mat, we'll take the hands to the knees. Keep the arms straight. Gently pull the knees back into the hands. Press the hands into the knees. Your lower back is flat on the mat here, and you'll feel your abdominal muscles engage. Keep the jaw relaxed and keep breathing. Well done. Relax the hands, let the shins flop. Exhale to bend the elbows. Inhale to straighten the arms. Take longer if you need to with this counter stretch. Otherwise, next inhalation, lower those feet down. We're going to flip over onto our navel. So once on your navel, feel free to take those feet a little bit wider, maybe mat width apart. Hands are underneath your shoulders. And gently tuck the tailbone under. So as you do that, you'll feel the space between your pubic bone and your belly button shorten. Hands are pressing down into the mat, and same as before, try and turn the heels of the palms in to encourage those elbows next to the ribs. As we inhale, lifting the legs and the chest, try and pull the hands back, and exhale to lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale to lower. Two more. And lower down once again, rolling over onto your back once more. Feet next to the bottom once again, coming up into your bridge pose for the last time. I'll let you keep your palms facing the ceiling this time, and you might even like to take chin mudra, connect index finger and thumbs. Take the shoulders back, broaden the collarbones, press down through the feet, and lift on up. Either keeping your palms as they are, or if it's available for you, interlace the fingers, tuck the shoulders under. Again, gently keep pressing down through those feet, the shoulders, and the back of the head. Let's witness 4 breaths in the front side of the body. And release the hands, pick up the heels, lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. We'll take those knees once again, bend the elbows. Inhale to straighten the arms. So our Viniyoga practice is constantly preparing the body for the next pose, and while also counter stretching as well. When you're ready, we'll straighten those legs. Now you can keep the hands on the outer legs, or you might like to pistol grip the big toes if you can reach them. No worries if you can't. On the inhalation, let's take the legs out wide, exhaling back together. Keeping them together now, lower the hands down underneath the bottom. Lift the head up off the mat. Engage Mula Bandha. Slowly lower those legs down. We'll hover those heels a few inches above the floor before hinging your way up to seated. Well done. Let's come over onto our knees. Now, if there's any concerns with your knees and kneeling is not an option for you, feel free to skip the next posture. That's not a problem at all. If kneeling causes a little discomfort, but you're okay there, you can always fold the mat in half or grab a towel if you need a little extra cushioning. So having those knees about hip width apart, when we inhale, arms are coming up, and exhale, child's pose, fold forward, hands sweep past the body. Inhale. Exhale. And your next inhalation, bring yourself up to seated. Take those legs out in front. So we'll begin with our right leg straight, and you can bend your left leg. Now there's a few options with this next pose. Option one is as you are, Janu Shashasana, head to knee pose. If your left knee and hip need support, block under there. If you know your back or your hamstrings are quite tight, block under there. If you are taking this position, you're going to keep a little pressure between the sole of the foot and the thigh, and then you'll bring the arms up, right foot dorsal flexed. Option two, only if it's available for you with your hips and knees, will you stack your left knee on top of your right knee. So you're coming into almost like a half Gomukhasana legs, cow face legs. Now I find in this position it's really intense on my the bottom leg, the hamstring, because of the weight of the top leg. So I like to place either a rolled up towel or a block under that knee, just so that we're not hyperextending. So right foot staying flexed. Let's all lift the arms up. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Inhale to come up, press down through the heel. Exhale to fold. Coming down now for our third and final time, and you can take a hold of the leg wherever you land, or maybe you can reach the foot. Your drishti can either be your big toe or down towards your knee. And can you feel the breath in the back side of the body here? You want to feel as though you're puffing out your back with your breath. Pause before you exhale. Well done. Firm down through that right heel. Lift the arms up and exhale to lower down. Uncross that leg. Let's change sides. Option one, right knee bends out to the side, prop the body however you need to. Option two, stack the right knee on top of the left. When you're ready, inhale, exhale. Third time staying down. And gently deepen your forward bend by deepening your breath in the back side of the body. Press down through the left heel, inhale to come up. Well done, exhale, hands down, release those legs, remove the props. Let's bend both knees now, heels close to the bottom, fingertips pointing forward. As you inhale, lift up those hips into your tabletop. Press down through the palms, broaden the collarbones. And release. Well done, yogis. Let's come down onto our back. So we'll take a few minutes in Shavasana, then we'll come up to seated for a few minutes of pranayama, and then we'll return to our final Shavasana. So you might like to just lay flat on the floor. I always like to have a block under each thigh as I rest in Shavasana. Just a little extra counter stretch for the back. Arms by your side. Shoulders tucking under. Option to take chin mudra. Allow the forehead to soften. The eyes roll back. Tongue and jaw relaxed. And begin to inhale a little deeper now. To bring your awareness back. And if you're truly comfortable here, laying on your back, feel free to stay here as I talk you through the pranayama. Otherwise, you have the option of coming up to seated. The most important thing with our pranayama and our meditation is that the spine is straight. So if achieving that means laying on your back, feel free to do so. If you are coming to seated, I encourage you to sit up on one of your blocks. Cross the legs only if it's comfortable. Otherwise, feel free to straighten one or both legs, or maybe you might like to sit in your hero pose, in that kneeling position, either in between your feet or on the blocks. So let's connect index finger and thumbs once again for chin mudra, resting the backs of the palms on the legs. So I'm going to count your breaths. I'm going to count 4 rounds of 4 breaths. So the first one will inhale 4, exhale 6. We'll do that 4 times. Then we'll inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6, 4 times. Then we'll inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6, hold 2, 4 times. And then the last round is the same as the first. Inhale 4, exhale 6 with no breath retentions. When you exhale and when you hold the breath, gently engage Mula Bandha. Be careful not to overstrain. It's just a very subtle internal upward lift. So we want to feel when we inhale that the breath is descending, the navel can expand. And then as we exhale, navel draws in, we feel that internal lift and the out breath ascends. Now, if you're straining at all with my count, please stop, ignore my count, return to your natural breath. When you're ready, let's begin. So closing the eyes down, positioning the tip of the tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth, commencing Ujjayi breath. Now, if you are in a seated position, Just lift the crown of the head a little taller if you can, then slightly tuck the chin and feel as though you're leaning back just a touch. The heart will stay lifted, but the shoulders relaxed. Let's breathe out together. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breath retention. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, Bandharan. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding, 1, 2. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding, 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding, 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding, 1, 2. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding, 1, 2. No breath retentions now. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thunder on. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done, yogis. Return to your natural breath. If you are in a seated position, please do recline once again into Shavasana, taking up as much space on the mat as is comfortable. Allowing the forehead to soften, the eyes to roll back, tongue and jaw relaxed. Taking this time to just be. Enjoy the spaciousness in the body, the quiet mind. Namaste.